My name's Alan, and I work in the Simpler Recycling team. I may have met some of you previously. If I could have the first slide, please. Thank you very much. As a brief recap, I'm sure most people on the call are going to be more than aware of this already. Simpler Recycling is now in force from workplaces and has been since the 31st of March this year. Local authority requirements from households are going to kick in on the 31st of March 2026, and microfirms with less than 10 employees and plastic film collections will be required from the 31st of March 2027. We published .gov guidance earlier this year for workplaces, local authorities, and other waste collectors, and additional tools and guidance have been provided via RAP. Looking ahead, I'm just going to quickly pass over to my colleague Anthony, who's going to give two updates about funding. If Anthony's on the line.
Hi, yeah, thanks, Alan.
Yeah.
So yes, in terms of the second tranche of transitional resource funding for food waste, that's for this year's allocation. We are planning to send that out as soon as possible. We're hoping that that will come to chief execs this week. And then in terms of ongoing food waste collections, as was confirmed in Spending Review 2025, that will be provided through the local government settlement, and that approach reflects the government's commitment, which was set out in Fair Funding 2.0 consultation, which closed in mid-August, to simplify the local government funding system by consolidating as much funding as possible into a one settlement. Further details on that will be set out in the provisional local government finance settlement, which will be later this year, as is done in other years. That's the update from me. I'll pass back to Alan.
Thanks very much, Anthony. So the last 2 points about looking ahead, what we're going to do next are, first of all, that we'll be developing communications further from what we already have in place and trying to understand where further guidance or support is needed for stakeholders. And to do this, we'll be working closely with key delivery partners, including local authority and waste industry representative groups, infrastructure representatives, and business sector trade associations. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see that we have an appeal for case studies. So this is both from workplaces and local authorities. So if you're a workplace and you want to showcase examples of simpler recycling best practice that you already have in place this year, and you'd be interested in sharing that experience with this forum, then please do send us the details, and then we can get a written case study in place to recycling@defra.gov.uk. Also for local authorities, we'd welcome examples of good practice that you can currently have in place or are planning to put in place very shortly that could help other local authorities as they roll out new recycling collection services. So again, please feedback via waste networks or contact our inbox, which is listed on the screen.